The journey, which began way back 2017, has now become a milestone of 7 years of great impact. Join me as I interview the humans that have been a huge part of this success story. All right, so meet Miss Okpetunde, a friend to the founder, Tibiloluwa Afape. All right, ma, such an honor to have you on the interview.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So, as a friend to the founder, that means you've seen this vision grow from its cradle to where it is today. So, how would you call the journey and how it has been from the start till now?
I think it's been inspiring. I think this morning I was thinking about the very first time Ruth told me that she wanted to start something for teenagers and children. And I was like, you know what, just go right ahead. Because I was thinking that was a lot of stress for me because I couldn't do that. But, she did not take that personally and she went ahead and actually started it when we were in school. And it's so inspiring to see how it has grown, how it has consistently grown. And to understand that Ruth is, I call her Ruth, is someone who just wants to do it altruistically without necessarily taking the glory, just making impact, just focused on the impact and all that. It's so inspiring to see. So in one word, really, it's been an inspiring journey to see and to witness.
Thank you so much. So, what would be, how would you call the impact? Like, how would you rate the impact over the years?
I think it's been 100%, if I'm being honest with you. I think one particular project that stands out is the Ijoku project. I remember that project very clearly and how the team was, trying to find funds, trying to raise funds because it was going to be an impactful project. I mean, the team was going to go to some place in Lagos, just to teach those children and to see how undeterred the team was in the face of not even getting funds. It was so inspiring to see, and eventually everything worked out and the project eventually became a success. So I would say that the impact, the organization as a whole has been impact driven as opposed to the PR thing, and I think that's really inspiring to see.
Thank you so much. So, one final thing, how would you encourage people out there who are passionate and lovers of impact to commit to this project, either by partnering or sponsoring any of our projects?
Well, let me look at the camera now. I would say this is a project that you definitely be very happy and very glad that you're doing, right? Because the organization Rubies Tech is so impact driven. They don't necessarily care about all of the glory. They just want to impact lives and see other lives succeed and grow. So if there is a partner out there and you want to be a partner, I don't think you should hesitate. I think you should just jump on it and partner with them to see many lives transformed and many young people become tech future leaders or future tech leaders. So we're expecting you to come and be a part of our journey, and happy 7th year anniversary to Rubies Tech.
Thank you so much for gracing this interview, and I want to say thank you so much for being a support to Temiloluwa or Ruth, like you call her.
The pleasure is all mine. It's a privilege to even be friends with her and to be a part of the organization in one way or the other. Thank you. You're welcome.
If you've been following Rubies Technologies, I'm sure you must have seen the next person I'm interviewing once or twice before. So meet Mr. Aruna Afiz.
Hello, my name is Aruna Afiz Abayomi. I'm a coding instructor at Rubies Technologies.
Okay, so one fun fact is that his name is actually Afiz and his surname is Aruna, but for some reasons at Rubies Tech we call him Mr. Haruna. How does it feel like we keep calling your surname? And
Well, nothing much. I think it makes me feel at home. It's good.
interesting. Okay, so Mr. Aruna, what has been the major highlight for you working with Rubies Technologies?
Well, working with Rubies Technologies has been truly amazing. You're working with a group of like-minded people of your age range and all of that, and it looks like you're at home. It's awesome, and there is no like tagging. It doesn't look like a workplace. It feels like a very friendly place, and there's a whole lot of vibes to everything, and it's cool all the same.
Yeah, I like the word vibes. Okay, so one more question. As a coding instructor, I'm very sure that you are keen on kids getting, empowered with tech skills. What would be your advice to a parent or to an educator listening to this interview?
All right, so if you're out there watching all these beautiful reels with this beautiful lady and all of that, so coding, 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 of course, it's truly amazing, and you should actually even give it a shot. It's their age is the current thing to do now, and actually, here at Rubies Technologies, we do it differently. We do it as it should be. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for staying tuned. So meet my next person. Your name?
My name is Adifila Yobami. I'm a program manager at Rubies Technologies.
Interesting. So everybody is actually fun to work with at Rubies Tech, but this guy here is one of those people that I love working with. Ayabami, can you tell us what it feels like to work at Rubies Technologies, especially in the programs department?
Yeah, it is fun, and Rubies Technology is not just a workplace; it is more like a family. You know, there's vibe, there's unity, there's love, and this is why we've been doing well over the years. We don't just do it like we're doing it. We're doing it with joy, and then the unity we use in working, like the unity and the commitment we put in our work, works for us. So Rubies Technology is great. It's just
Okay, everybody, I hope you've been hearing family, family. All right. I know that you're managing the Girls Tech Bootcamp. You're the program manager for this project. It's been 5 weeks the girls have been learning. What would you like to say about the project generally?
I would say the project has been great so far. We've been training these girls for over 4 weeks now, and I can say it's beyond what we even expect. Like in a special way, these girls are learning fast, and those the tutors we have taking them are very committed. We have committed staff. We have girls that are ready to learn, and it has been great so far. It has made my work very easier because when you have people working with you, with unity, with love, and with commitment, whatever it is you are doing will work out. So I can say over the weeks now, it has been a great testimony. So I would say it has been great. Thank you.
Okay, so how would you reach out to people who are listening and potential sponsors? This is the time to tell them to come sponsor this project.
Yeah. This is the right time because these girls, their enthusiasm and their readiness to learn, we need to give them the best, and this is why we are actually seeking for more sponsors, more partners to actually make this a reality for us. It's a 6-month program, a free Python and robotic program that we need all hands on deck, and we still need more partners, more sponsors out there to work with us so we can actually make this a reality. They actually they started their Python class and their robotics is coming next. There are a lot of things we need to put in place to make this a reality. So that's why we are calling for sponsors and partners to make this a reality. I believe it will happen by God's grace.
Yes, you should partner or sponsor this project. Thank you. Meet two amazing trainers that we have at Rubies Tech. Your name?
Hani Folayola.
And you?
Auxiliary Daniel.
So what programming language do you teach?
I teach HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Scratch.
Awesome. How about you?
I teach web development, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and also Scratch.
Okay, so one of the things about people who train at Rubies Tech is that there's no day of the week or there's no week that you don't have a conversation with a child. How does that make you feel?
I think having conversations with kids, I think it inspires. Yeah, because kids are usually very innocent, tell you the truth, and yeah, it's it awakens something in you, gives you inspiration, and makes you feel good mostly.
Okay, so I'm sure that the kids have various activities that they have, community meetup, classes, and all of that. As a trainer, which of these activities would you say is an highlight for you? And would you like to tell our audience about it?
All right. So as regards that, I'll talk about the students' community meetup. All right. So it's a very nice and lovely gathering where you get to have different kids across boards, different curriculum. They share ideas and they discuss about several events that happens in their class. So it's actually a very nice gathering where you get to understand more about the kids themselves and discover their potential at the best. Yeah. So.
Awesome. So I'm aware that we have children in this class that are taking the classes from outside the country. How has it been, interacting with children across the borders? I mean, their mindset and all of that.
I'll say it's different, very different from typical Nigerian children. I think they are all curious. I mean, they all have different levels of curiosity. And I think that they always want to learn more about how we live here, and it's usually very nice to talking to them.
How about you?
Yeah, actually, it's very nice. I mean, you get to understand why. I actually handle one of them, so I can say it. To me, it feels nice to actually tutor one who is actually, across the country. So, well, just like you said, most of them are always interested in knowing more about us here, and they kind of feel like they were meant to be here. But of course, they are still part of us, so it's still nice. I think it's nice dealing with them as well. Yeah.
Okay, so my final question would be, in one word, describe your experience working at Rubies Tech. So who's going first? Okay, you.
All right, that's a very big question. Well, I'll start by saying
One word.
okay. Yeah, I would say it's extraordinary. Yeah.
I think it's beautiful.
Thank you, extraordinary and beautiful. So when it comes to Rubies Technologies flyer designs, we always get the feedback of our flyers making a name. If it's not making a name, then it's not Rubies Tech Designs. Yes, I'm happy to bring to your scenes the behind the scenes that makes all those things work. So, what's your name?
Hello, my name is Akinpelu Grace, and I work as a graphic designer and video editor for Rubies Technologies.
Yes. And what about you?
My name is Ajayola Lekon. I work as the creative head, Rubies Technologies.
Oh, all right. It feels so good to be amongst creative people. So talking about creative, what does it mean to be the creative department, the nitty-gritty, what you do in the creative department?
Yeah, as a person working in the creative department, the first thing is for you to know your target audience and know how to actually speak to them to catch your attention. Now, in Rubies Technologies, we have people working in the department, the creative department. These people, they are so good at what they do that anytime we are coming up with ideas, we sit together to look at how we are going to make use of this thing to speak to the target audience we are talking about. So in the department, we actually brainstorm on ideas on how our design should be. And so far, so good. We've been having very good designs and creative materials out there, and we're so glad for it.
Okay, so talking about good designs, Grace, tell us, how does all these things come up? Like, we're always like, wow, it's like, how does this idea come up? Like, how does it come up for you? How does this creativity, how do you clock or knock that creativity out of you?
All right. First and foremost, over time, I've gotten the time to understand what Rubies Technology stands for and understanding the brand as a whole. So I know what Rubies Tech stands for. I know their core purpose. I know the goal and the vision and mission. So it is just for me to interpret it. I have the color guide and I know the target audience. I know this is for kids and for adults that intend to build their kids. So I make designs and videos that communicate this aspect of Rubies Technologies to the audience. So, and basically, my inspiration comes from me just observing what we do at Rubies Tech, maybe attending a class, going to our Instagram page and seeing the impact we have in the life of these kids. Naturally, it's just bring inspiration. So that's how I basically get my inspiration for designs and videos. Thank you.
Interesting. So cool, right? I'm so glad to hear these designs coming from inspiring things that we're doing with children. Okay, so one more question, and maybe my final question. Describe your work with Rubies Tech in one word. One word that describes your work at Rubies Tech. One word.
Creativity.
Creativity, okay?
Life-changing.
Life-changing. All right, thank you. Talking about creativity doesn't end when it comes to Rubies Technologies. Even our team are doing an awesome job. Meet some other members of the creative team. And remember I said our designs always make a name. And guess what? I have one of the people making it happen with me. So let him introduce himself. Your name and what you do at Rubies Tech.
Oh, hi. My name is Marvelous Taiwo. I am a creative designer at Rubies Technologies.
Thank you. And your name and what you do at Rubies Tech.
I'm Steven. I'm a content writer and marketer at Rubies Tech.
Okay, so what's great design without good content or even without a good marketer? So this next question is for you. Our designs are always like speaking, making a name. How do you come up with these ideas? I mean, how do you come up with this creativity? What gingers that, creativity?
Well, for me, it's always been in the right mood, seeing good designs, identifying what good designs is, following guides and style guides, and making sure it always have to follow the same flow. So that's what it works for me.
Wow, amazing. How about you? Has it been writing content? How do you come up with these blog stories, this content, and things you use for marketing?
And yeah, I think it has been a time of learning for me actually. So I've had course to like learn so much how to research better, how to create better content. So I think with research and guidance by my top leaders, then I think I've been able to provide good content.
Yeah. Okay. So one final question: if you would describe your work experience at Rubies Tech, what is that one word that describes it?
I would say loving.
How about you?
Diversity.
Thank you for joining. It's the beautiful, delectable tech queen, data analyst, Miss Adeola.
Wow.
All right, so Miss Adeola, you spent 4 whooping years at Rubies Technologies. What's that thing that keeps you? What's that thing that keeps you going?
What keeps me going in Rubies Technologies is the impact. Yeah, we have an amazing team that is always ready to make impact, always ready to touch lives, and that has been the key driving Rubies Technologies, and that has been the main thing that has kept me going for the past 4 years in Rubies Technologies.
Amazing. So, if you could turn back the hands of time, what's that thing you would have loved to do differently?
If I should let me think. I think that would be make more impact. Yeah. Try to be available. Make yourself resourceful within the team where you find yourself. Don't just be a team member at the backstage. Always come out and support at every point. Yeah.
Okay, so we know that you are one of those that knew how the journey started, and we are 7 years. How does it feel like?
It's amazing. Like it's just a dream come true. We are grateful for our growth. Yeah, we've come a very long way, and we are grateful for where we are currently. Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Standing amongst those who are preparing our future leaders, these are trainers who are making it happen, and I'd like you to meet them. So tell us your name.
My name is Samuel Obasa.
And you are?
Deborah Yondipe.
Okay, so we know that Python programming language can be an Herculean task even for adults, but this man here has been able to hack how to train kids with Python programming language. So how has it been training children Python?
I won't say ethic, but it can be a whole lot and fun. Yeah, it can be fun also.
So how do you break it down? How do you help children to understand these things?
I think the main thing is first to understand who you are teaching. Different kids with different ideologies in their head, different things they can relate with. So try to understand the kid you are teaching and then try to teach them according to what they can relate with. So I think that's like a very good method to teach kids.
Wow, awesome. So there's this myth that, children can excel coding, children should not be doing anything with technology. You have trained different kinds of children. I mean, so how would you debunk that news that, tech is not for kids?
Okay, anybody can learn coding. Yes, anybody can learn. Even your kids can learn coding. So there are simpler programming language that they can learn that is very, very easy for them to actually learn. Like Scratch is it's not just, but it's arranging blocks, and they don't really need to type in codes and be bothered about, this is not working. They just need to arrange the blocks. So it's quite easy for them to just arrange and watch what is happening. And if they see, my block is not working, what I'm doing is not working, they can easily just go to the blocks and rearrange it, and it comes to life.
Okay, some people are also of the opinion that they're just playing with those blocks. How would you react to that, knowing that these children also learn some programming concepts even while arranging blocks?
Okay, so I'll just like to mention one of the issues as a trainer I face with teaching kids is making them understand logic. And one of the things I've realized is kids that learn Scratch, which is just the block development, learns logic. So they learn the idea of logic itself, and in a whole lot of way, it helps in the way they think. It improves their thinking. It's increased their critical thinking, and that really helps a whole lot. So it's not just about arranging blocks; it's about understanding that concept around logic, which I believe it would even help in their daily activities and their academic pursuits also.
See, they said it all. Starting with block-based programming language and switching to the almighty Python makes it really easy for these kids to understand logic. So, my final question, which I've asked many people, would be, what does it mean to work at Rubies Tech in one word? How will you describe working at Rubies Tech in one word?
Impressive.
And you?
Is there a word like development or developing?
It exists. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. So meet one of the amazing people making our classes not just learn all about learning coding, but also fun. See, one name you always hear for most of our students is Miss Claire, Miss Claire, Miss Claire, Miss Claire. So finally, meet Miss Claire. Miss Claire, introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Claire Oladeji, and I am the Assistant Training Director and also a trainer at Rubies Technologies.
All right, so Miss Claire, there's something about you and teaching kids. I mean, I've been in some of your classes and I'm just like, how do you you get to play with them despite the fact that it's an online class? You still bring up that live in class. How do you generate the energy?
Okay, so for me, teaching kids is actually one of I feel fulfilled when teaching, and I kind of see it as a passion. So ensuring these kids understand whatever it is they are teaching, even though when they say they don't understand, I'll try to break it into smaller bits. And I believe that just teaching is not just it. You have to, make your class lively, make sure they play if they want to. Some kids might not want to, so you just have to understand your students and also put it in place.
Okay, so one fun fact is that there's no single day, or don't let me say there's no single day, but virtually all the days of your life, you interact with one child, at least one child. How does that make you feel?
Like I said, it makes me feel fulfilled, and I like the fact that these kids' creativity, you get to teach them creativity and they also learn. And I like their creativity, I like the way they apply it, their problem solving. Rubies Technologies have taught me how to impact problem solving into the lives of these kids. So it's not just about coding, it's about what they can do with it, what impact they can make with it, what problem they can solve in the world of ours today.
Okay, just permit me to ask you this question. You anchor one of our popular YouTube shows. If you've not been following us on YouTube, visit us at Rubies Tech. We have an amazing program. That program is Kids Tech Talk. And can you tell the audience what Kids Tech Talk is all about?
Kids Tech Talk is an avenue for kids age 5 and age 5 upward up to age 13, 14, 15 to come and talk about their coding life, what they do, how they have used it to impact, what project they have been building. They share whatever it is they have been doing. So that's what we do at Rubies, at Kids Tech Talk.
So join us on YouTube every second Saturday bi-monthly 12 p.m. on YouTube for Kids Tech Talk. So final question. In one word, describe your work at Rubies Tech, how it has been working at Rubies Tech in one word.
Okay, I would say it's fulfilling. It's fulfilling.
You can tell by now that with all of this staffs working at Rubies Tech, there has to be some people or somebody handling administration and even human resource. So meet one of them. Gloria, introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Gloria Oladeji and I'm the administrative assistant for Rubies Technologies.
Okay, so Gloria, what does it mean to be the administrative assistant at Rubies Technologies? What are the things that you do as an admin assistant?
Basically, what we do at the admin department is managing people, managing how the day-to-day activities of the organization run.
Okay, so I know you do most of these things remote. And how does that make you feel? And how do you handle all of this, despite not seeing the people you are, working with?
Well, it was not really stressful, but working with people you haven't seen or even met personally or you met them once in a while. Has been from doing meetings online and assigning tasks, following up of tasks online. That's been it's a really good experience, you know. Not like the physical office where you get to see them and just remind you have to go into DMs online and probably call for a meeting once in a while to fix things too. It's really a great one.
All right, so Gloria, describe your work experience at Rubies Tech in one word.
Let me just say growth.
All right. So meet the founder and chief executive officer at Rubies Technologies, Ms. Temilolua Afakbe Ruth. Okay, so Ms. Temi, how has it been? 7 awesome years. What has been the key factor? What has sustained the journey so far?
Well, all glory to God. That's all I can say.
Amazing. All glory to God indeed. It's been 7 years impacting over about 4,000 children in different parts of Nigeria and even across the board. What's the major thing that keeps you going? I know you said all glory to God, but there's that one thing that keeps you going. What's that thing?
Impact. One thing. Impact.
Amazing. So we've heard about different things that's happened in Rubies Tech for the last 7 years, and what should we expect from Rubies Tech in the next 7 years?
All right, in the next 7 years, so 7 means perfection, end of a thing and beginning of a thing. When we started, yeah, I'm used to that now. We didn't know where we were going, but I think this next 7 years, we are sure we have more guidance, and we hope to. We're saying in the past 7 years we impacted about 4,000 students. In the next 7 years, we are looking at impacting about 40,000 students, you know, and reaching more people than we have done currently.
Okay, so as the founder of this organization, you work to hold this organization as a business, as an NGO, as an education offering education services. How do you combine these roles of managing business, managing a non-profit, and also even giving education services?
Again, God is the CEO. God is the founder. I'm just doing as a lead source. And prior to starting Rubies Technologies, I had no experience leading an organization, running a business, and all I wanted to do was to teach kids for free. There was no interest in making money. I thought I would do other things to make money, like work, develop my skills. Then I was still a programmer. But as time goes on, things happened in life. COVID majorly happened, and even people started saying, "Oh, you could have a business since it's difficult for you to raise funds, and then you take the money out of your business." So I learned everything from the scratch. I've never been the business-oriented person. I've never sold anything because I would dash it out, and it's still happening in the business. But I think with God, He has been giving me wisdom, and I've also been seeking knowledge, attending trainings, diploma in business, and many other things to help me grow. So what I'm looking forward to in the next 7 years is still to grow, to understand how to lead a team, to understand how to run a business, and to also understand how to run an NGO properly. It's just like we're starting again majorly.
Okay, so final question. You mentioned something about when you used to be a programmer. When did that switch happen, and why did you stop programming, knowing that you advocate for people to become programmers?
I didn't stop programming, but I stopped doing it actively, like as a career path. So in the year 2020, I switched to project management, which is still like I'm managing programmers and working with programmers. So, but personally, I'm not a day in, day out developer. So I didn't stop programming because I am advocating for it. And let me say that tech is not just about programming. You can do every other thing. You can be a graphic designer, you can be a UI UX developer, product designer, and many other things, and even product marketing. So I just moved from actively writing code to managing developers. So that's
all right. Thank you, Mr. Lua, for joining us.